Greetings. This week, we begin a series entitled Embrace Love. It is based upon one of my favorite readings from scriptures, a reading from 1 Corinthians chapter 13. I share it with you now. The gift of love. If I speak in the tongues of mortals and of angels, but do not have love, I am a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal. And if I have prophetic powers and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have all faith so as to remove mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give away all my possessions, and if I hand over my body so that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is not envious or boastful or arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice in wrongdoing, but rejoices in the truth. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never ends. Love is patient. This last week, as I came back from my vacation and began to work around the office, I heard one of the classrooms coming down the hallway. I heard them because one of the students was quite upset. As you might know, when preschoolers come to school for the first time, it can be quite difficult to adjust. And there was one particular student who was struggling. They were crying loudly and yelling and calling out. As I looked out the door of the copy room, I saw their teacher standing with them, holding their hand. And then she did something really amazing. She looked down at the little one and she said, "Hey, do you hear the train?" Now, that got the little one's attention. And they looked up at their teacher, and you could just see the wheels turning as they processed the idea that there was a train out there, something, little ones like. Now, it only distracted them for a few moments, but it was long enough for them to catch their breath and to calm down a little bit. I saw in this moment amazing, amazing grace-filled patience on the part of the teacher. I am certain that the teacher had been hearing this little one cry for quite some time, and it could have been possible for them to lose patience, and yet instead, they chose a different way. They chose to focus on something positive. They chose to distract the little one from their pain. They chose to love. These are amazingly trying times for patience. Needless to say, each and every one of us has had our patience tested in some way or some form in the last 6 to 7 months. As we have adjusted to the things that we once did, while maybe not being able to happen at all, or to those same things requiring new ways to happen. And it seems like everything takes a lot longer to get done. Add to this the political climate in our nation, the animus that is flying around. It's easy to lose patience, to become frustrated. Paul helps us with this in another letter to the Philippians. Suggests to us a way that we might bear through these times in a healthy and loving way. I share those words with you now. From Philippians chapter 4, verse 8. Paul writes, "Finally, beloved, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is pleasing, whatever is commendable, if there is any excellence, and if there is anything worthy of praise, think about these things." These are indeed times that can try our patience. The challenge for us as we seek to embrace a way of love is to not allow the darkness, the evil in the world to so invade our souls that we lose sight of that which is true, that we lose sight of that which is commendable, that we lose sight of that which is excellent. For family of God, when we do so, when we lose patience, we cease to love. Our words become ungracious. Our actions become like clanging gongs. In these difficult days, may we be reminded that evil is overcome with good. That by embracing love, justice and mercy and forgiveness, transformation of society is possible. May our words, may our thoughts, may the meditations of our hearts be pleasing to God. Most of all, may we not forget that love is patient. Take care. See you next week. God bless.